Hello,
Hi.
I am Anette Kvarnhjärta and I am a relationship coach and I help men and women to communicate with each other and to understand each other.
Hi, and I'm Shakina Ray, and I've been working with men and women and couples for several years to help them with different sexual dysfunction and intimacy issues to help them to connect each other on a more intimate level.
Mm.
So, wanna tell us what today's show is about, Anna?
Yes, so today we are we have had a webinar series. So we have been talking from the women's perspective how to get what you want in a relationship and to talk to men. And now it's about from a man's perspective. So how do you get what you want in your relationship? And there are three main reasons we are going to talk to about today.
Okay, cool. So, in my experience, a lot of relationships start out great, and there's a lot of connection and a lot of intimacy and a lot of sex, and then eventually things start cooling off, and women would want to have less and less sex over time. And I was wondering, Annette, if you could explain to us why that happens and what men can do about it to have a better connection and more sex with their partners.
Yes, I'm happy to share that. So if you will remember one thing, this is the one thing I want you to remember because this is the most important part. And that is when a woman don't feel connected to you, it's absolutely impossible for her to be intimate because connection is equal life or death. So a woman would, if she doesn't feel connected, you will perceive her nagging. She will talk and try to connect, try to connect, try to connect, try to connect, and
And
you
complain.
and more annoying you will feel like it's like. So there is a sign that she doesn't feel connected. So this is the instinct. So this is a very so if you learn how to trigger her instinct to connect. So what is the solution then? So how could you connect? There's a very powerful thing to make to connect, and it is take your hand. Physically is very important for it works very well for women. You take your hand and you look into her eyes. You don't even have to say anything. And you can just rest there and you do that until she makes she relaxes.
Mhm.
Then you know that you are connected. It's simple as that.
Yeah, it's very true. I teach what we call eye gazing in my classes, and it's very similar to what you're doing. It's just look into each other's eyes, and then after a while, put our hands on each other's heart and not say anything. Just look into each other's eyes, and it's extremely powerful.
Hmm.
Very good.
Yeah. So when you relax, and for a woman then she's open. When she relaxes, she's open to receive you. So that is the magic trick there to relax, make her relax, and she's open to receive.
Is there something that a man could say in in this moment to a woman that would make her relax even more and connect.
The word, magic word, I love you so much.
Yes, exactly.
Because love is also the magic word, and to feel loved. A woman can express, oh, we never do things so good as we used to be when we were dating, but we never do this and never do that and blah blah blah. What she's actually saying, I don't feel loved anymore. She knows you love you, but she doesn't feel loved.
Mhm. Exactly. That's I say it over and over to men in my class. Doesn't matter what she's complaining about. Just hug her and say I love you, and she will immediately relax and give up the story.
You will immediately give up the story. It's just the story. It's not. So you don't have. So when you have to be worried when she stopped talking to you, then you should be worried. As soon she's trying to connect and being annoying and complaining, everything is good. But when she stops talking to you, bad stuff.
Mhm. Would you also say, like, could a man also say, like, how can I support you? Or would that be just for women to say to men?
It doesn't have that effect in the relationship if it's her business as well. When she's in masculine mode and do her business doing, then she would absolutely love to have your support. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
So
Okay.
it doesn't work in the bed.
True, true, very true. Okay. So when I say what he can do in the bed, what in my experience, that would
Absolutely.
actually be really good. So instead of asking for sex when your partner comes home, especially if she looks tired or stressed out or tense, then offer her a massage and just give her a nice massage, but don't give her the massage with the idea of that I massage her until she opens up and have sex with her. If you don't have an agenda, you just really want to help her to feel more relaxed, then if she's super tired, she will fall asleep. If she's not tired, then she will start relaxing and opening up to you as you massage her, and then let her initiate if she wants to have sex in that moment, because then she will, if she relaxes enough and she enjoys the massage that you're giving to her.
Yeah, that's very, very good. Can I just comment on that?
Absolutely.
If you have had a relationship for a long time and you are having some trouble, then I want. It's likely she would don't expect you coming home and you give a massage that she will open up to have sex, but she will remember that. So when the weekend comes and she will more have slept, because sleep is crucial. You can't. She will remember that you gave her the massage,
Mhm. Yeah.
so it's not wasted. So if it takes days or a couple of weeks, you just being persistent to show that you are there for her, you will absolutely be rewarded.
Yes. I totally agree. And it's so crucial that you don't have the agenda. You just have to, and in that point, to give her what you think she's able to receive from you in that moment. And then, and like you said, over time, the trust will build up again. And then she will be open to you and she will want to have sex with you. And then in my classes, I also teach when you get to that point how some of the massage techniques will relax her if she's anxious or stressed out, and some of them will actually excite her and turn her on. but
Mhm.
nothing will turn her on until she can trust and feel loved. So that's the most
Yeah,
important.
yeah,
Cool.
loved and connected. Yeah.
Do you have any other advice that we could give
Yeah.
more?
Yes. So, if we talk about emotions, so when we were kids, women, girls, they were allowed to show their emotions. But they were also somehow, there's a crybaby if you cry too much over a girl. And as young boys, you were taught not to show your emotion. Oh, you're a strong boy. Stop crying.
Mhm.
That is really damaging, not your relationship with yourself, but with your partner or anyone. So just remember that. So the woman are with or are going to meet, remember this will be a gift for you to do the healing, showing your emotions. So can you talk a little bit about that? I know you have.
Well, I know that a lot of men just simply don't feel masculine or feel safe to show their emotions. They don't feel like they would be supported at all. And usually, what happens in my classes that even just from a simple face massage, sometimes men will start crying. And so, physical touch is so important to men. So instead of trying to pry the men for showing their emotions, it's better for even a woman just to give the man physical touch and help them open up. So if your partner say, hey, you never show me emotions, then you say, look, I was taught not to show my emotions, so the best thing would be for us to physically connect first. And how can we physically connect that is comfortable for both of us, that I can relax and I can then slowly open up to you and be trusting that I can show my emotions to you. For men, physical touch, physical connection is so much more powerful than talking. Talking usually scares men, especially if a woman says we need to talk. That's when they start running.
That's
So
very powerful. So what if so when a woman then starts showing her emotion to you and she just full blast and you feel really uncomfortable and that you can't take anymore, what should you do then? Because stop her from showing her emotion would actually make her show them even more. And then
yeah.
the rage monster comes out and then oh.
Well, can I
So
say what I say, and then you can tell your idea? So usually I tell my partner that just imagine there's monsters between us that you can't see, and I'm just fighting my own monsters, which is my own fear. So don't think that it's against you. Just think that you have to help me to stop the monsters from attacking me. And don't take it on because it's not about you. It never is about you. Even if I directly attack you, just imagine that there is monsters between us, and the monsters are the one that I'm trying to attack, which is my own insecurities, my own fears, my own doubts.
that is super good. That is
Yeah.
awesome. And then if you're able to, it would be good then just to tell her, and oh, this is really overwhelming me. I care about you. I want to be open to your mood, but this is really now too much for me. I'm trying my best to be here with you. Be so it's like honoring yourself and saying at the same time honoring her that, oh yeah, I'm trying, but this is like, whoa,
Yeah.
oh, this is too intense for me. I
Yeah.
need some break.
Yeah. And when you ask for a timeout, then and tell the woman when you are going to come back. So give them like an exact time, half an hour, 2 hours, however much time you need. And if you even in that point you even need more time, then you say I thought I would be ready now, but I need more time. And again, tell them specifically when are you able to talk about it, because the woman will understand that you need time out, but you need to come back with a certain amount of time about when you're ready, because women will be just having their mind going around in circles until they're able to talk about what's going on.
Right. And it ties very well into the first thing we said about connection. And if a woman doesn't feel connected to you, it's life threatening. And now you assure her that you're coming back when you're ready. So then she feels, oh, okay, the connection is not broken. But if she thinks that the connection is broken, she would not leave you alone, or she would just feel very upset and disappointed. Oh, I think we lost you, Shikina. Okay, I continue, and we please come back on when you are ready. I guess you have having some trouble with. I know that Shikina having had an unstable internet connection. So, oh, you're back. Cool. So the third thing that is very important in communication that we like to talk about is that you know how your woman is telling about there's a problem at work, and you feel, oh, you want to deliver a solution. Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Oh, so we started to talk about our number 3 about delivering a solution, and that man, your woman are having a problem, and she had a problem at work coming home and want to share that with you, and you are so eager to help her. You want to come with a solution.
You want to fix her problem, right?
Her problem and be her hero, and then she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So what can you say about that, Shikina?
Well, they don't actually want you to fix anything. They just want you to listen. And if you actually try to fix something, they will get even more frustrated. So you actually don't have to do anything, and that's very good news. You don't have to fix anything. So don't put on your fix up hat and say, okay, what is the problem? How can we fix it? And then the more you listen, you try to fix something, the more frustrated you will get, because you don't even hear the problem, because there's a lot of times, even if there is a problem, she's going to go in circles and add more things from the past and possible worries for the future, and every time you try to fix one problem, she will throw another one at you, because she just wants to be heard and listened to. And so the more problems you try to fix, the more problems she will throw at you. Because she doesn't want to be fixed. She just wants you to sit there and say, uh-huh, okay. And she will come up with her own solution as she's talking. And if she doesn't, she will ask you your opinion and ask you, like, can you help me with this problem? But until she asks you to help her, don't try to help her or fix her at all. Just sit there and listen.
So the good news, you don't have even to remember what she's saying. You just have to be present and listen. So don't start to think about your project rebuilding the house, because she can sniff that out, that you are not present with her. So you can just just be, and you don't have to figure out where she's going, because it will not make logical sense. But when the less you say, the shorter her sharing will be. But there isn't a good advice when she has finished. So when she make a pause, you can say, you can ask her, is there anything you want me to remember from what you just said?
Mm.
Because what I have learned with my husband and my own experience in my relationship is that he has really learned this. He's really good at doing this. But then there was something in this I was sharing. This was one thing I really wanted him to listen to. And I thought he would hear it, right? But he wouldn't. So I have to, if there is one thing, if you're a woman, you have to remember then at the end and say, there is one thing I want you to remember or to help me with.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
But as a man, then you show that you really have listened to her by asking, sweetheart, is there anything of this you want me to remember?
Great. That's really great. Cool.
Yeah, so that is all the three things. We can repeat it. What was it? Number one, connection.
Yes. Without talking.
Right. Number two, emotion.
Yes.
And number three, listen.
So when she gets emotional, you just hug her or hold her hand and say, I love you. And when she goes on and on and on talking, don't say anything except at the end say, is there anything you want me to remember for the future about this, right?
Brilliant.
Yay! High five!
Yeah, we really hope this are helping you. And please, yeah, post your, in the chat room, post your questions for us.
So we'll do a Q&A next time on this?
Yes, we can do a Q&A so we can spend, so that will be the next week.
Okay, great. So anybody who was on this webinar, then they can send you their questions, correct?
They can ask, they can have, we are looking at the questions now when we are finishing this. I will look at the questions you have asked during the webinar, and if something is coming up, please write your question. And for the replay, and you who were not able, you can send the questions, and we will give the information below the video where you send your questions.
Great, super. I'm looking forward to the Q&A also.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Anna. That was great. Well, I'll see you next week. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.